What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, then welcome to our little corner of the internet. I've been obsessed recently with the Shark Tank shorts. I watch so many shorts of or clips from Shark Tank, and I don't know, I just love it. And I love to see people who go there and actually know their stuff and call them out a little bit on their BS, even though they seem like great people. But you know, sometimes they'll make an offer that's not very good, and then when someone picks it up, it's just really cool and empowering. So today we're watching top 20 rejected Shark Tank pitches that became successful. Let's see what this video is about.
And, you know, I'd say our goal now is still to become one of the best stills the Sharks ever missed.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 rejected Shark Tank pitches that became successful.
It makes soap. Isn't that cool?
I thought I did pretty well. B+.
So we didn't
I actually haven't ever seen a whole episode of Shark Tank.
get funded, but I think we're the Shark Tank loser that's going to laugh all the way to the bank.
For they're not currently still in business, as long as they found success after their pitch, they're fair game. Which failed Shark Tank pitch was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Number 20, BedJet. Season 6 of Shark Tank gave NASA engineer Marco Romley the financial opportunity of a lifetime. His invention? The BedJet. A climate control system made especially for beds. This device helps to alleviate the discomfort of a bed getting too hot or too cold.
What I have a problem with is that when I asked about the technology, you kept on selling. I just don't like the vibe. I just don't think you have all the pieces yet to go forward. And so for those reasons, I'm out.
All 5 sharks rejected the pitch, with Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful as ever, going as far as to say, quote, "You will never sell this device." Well, sharks,
I don't really know much about them, but he has said some, he has a very odd way to, how would you say it in a nice way? He has a big mouth. That's not nice. But he says things as he thinks. He has no filter. That's what I was trying to say. He has no filter, and sometimes says very vulgar things. Is vulgar the right word? Oh, I'm using big girl words.
got some news for you. This did sell, and it sold well.
If you've ever woken up too hot, you've ever woken up too cold, and you wish you could just press a button and have your bed feel exactly the way you want, that's what our product does.
In fact, by the end of 2020, the company had sold its 100,000th unit and launched additional add-on products. Number 19, Hy-Conn LLC. This entry is unique in that it was both a success and a failure when it came to working with Shark Tank.
Hy-Conn. Hy-Conn is the world's fastest way to connect and disconnect from a hydrant. Let me show you how that's done.
Built for fire departments as a faster way to attach fire hoses to hydrants, Hy-Conn was originally funded by Mark Cuban, but the deal fell through shortly after the episode aired. So, although this pitch was accepted, Hy-Conn founder Jeff Stroop had to go his own way, and according to NerdWallet, eventually grew the company's value up to as high as $5 million. Since then, however, it seems this hose adapter may have lost its adaptability. Both the company's website and their social media presence have gone cold, and their online store is no longer available.
Interesting though, but very good idea for a business. It's always great to see people invent things for a very small niche, because that usually works. But it's hard to think of kind of a smaller niche or a need. But I'm guessing he probably worked as a firefighter or had some, but that's a very good idea. I would never come up with that.
Number 18, Kodiak Cakes. Aside from possibly getting funded, the biggest advantage to appearing on a show like Shark Tank is the opportunity for visibility.
Hey Sharks, I'm Joel Clark. And I'm Cameron Smith. And our product is Kodiak Cakes. We're here seeking $500,000 in exchange
There's a bear, guys. There's a bear.
for 10% of the business.
Kodiak Cakes were already selling in Safeways and Targets, but the business owners, Joel Clark and Cameron Smith, decided Shark Tank would be a good way to gain more exposure.
And when I was 8 years old, I went around the neighborhood and sold pancake mixes like these out of a red wagon. My mom had always wanted to sell her whole wheat pancake recipe as a mix.
They managed to get 2 offers, but felt that the Sharks undervalued the company's worth, so they walked away. It turned out they had been right about gaining exposure though, because within 6 weeks of the episode airing, they had brought in $1 million of additional revenue. Shortly after, the success of their business was taken to whole new heights with the launch of new protein power cakes. The Sharks certainly missed a sweet opportunity.
It's always been about great tasting food that's nutritious, that's actually good for you.
Number 17, the Bouqs Company. You would think that a flower shop wouldn't have anything all that unique to offer. Well, how about getting your flowers shipped straight from a flower farm at the bottom of a volcano? In Season 5, John Tabas tried to get funding for his flower delivery company. The Sharks were very impressed by the quality, but took issue with the lengthy delivery time.
It's a flower business.
I think it's a terrible name.
It is 6 days to delivery.
Whoa. I'm out.
That killed any chance of John getting an offer, and he left sharkless. But
I mean, yeah, I get their idea because, you know, if I wanted flowers, I could just walk like to the city and go to a flower store instead of waiting for a lot of days, I guess. But then again, well, I don't know.
that didn't stop him from persevering in his business though. And 3 years later, one of the Sharks came back to bite. Robert Herjavec was looking for wedding flowers and remembered the company.
I say, John, Robert from Shark Tank, how come flowers cost so much? He said, come and see me, I'll explain the flower business to you.
After being so impressed by how they had grown, he became an investor. Number 16, the Smart
That's very interesting.
Baker. Husband and wife team Daniel and Stephanie Rensing, the exposure from the show was well worth the trip, however, because the following year saw their revenue grow to $600,000. They have since added several other products to their repertoire, including cake towers and specialized parchment paper. Number 15, Voyage Air Guitar.
Nice. I would love to have like something like that, but because in Europe we use deciliters and liters, and I think it's different. Is it different or am I crazy? Yeah, you guys use like cups and something like that. I would love to have that, but for that. And I would also need, thank you for whoever is making this, the Celsius and Fahrenheit comparison thing. Yeah.
If you've ever had to transport a
and centimeters to inches or, you know, that type of thing.
Guitar anywhere, this is a product that'll catch your eye.
But that's not all they do. They don't just look good, they don't just sound good.
Jeff Cohen and his son Josh came on season 1 to pitch a unique acoustic guitar with a foldable neck.
They fold in half.
In the original episode, they were offered $500,000 for 51% of the company, but Jeff was not interested in giving up that much.
You're going in the wrong direction. It's so obvious. Mr. Guitar Guy and son who hasn't said anything yet.
After walking away, the company received a lot of exposure
See how he speaks? Ooh.
due to the episode and saw major successes. Jeff returned in season 3 and secured a deal with Kevin O'Leary, only to have it cut from the episode. They have since secured a licensing deal with Fender, one of the largest manufacturers of string instruments in the world. Number 14, Eco Nuts. Upon hearing this name, you might be fooled into believing this is another one of those healthy snack options. Turns out, this product isn't even edible.
This is our secret weapon. It's an organic berry from the Himalayas that naturally produces a soap.
Mona Weiss and Scott Shields entered the tank to pitch their eco-friendly soap substitute, which is made from the soap nuts of a Himalayan lychee tree, hence the name.
It releases a natural soap as it gets shaken around, which can do your laundry.
Even before appearing on the show, their little business was quite busy, raking in $100,000 in sales the year prior. Scott estimated that it was $1 million market, but the Sharks didn't buy it and the two were sent packing. Their time in the tank yielded them a boost in sales and actually did put them past the $1 million mark. The company is still around
I've never heard of that.
today and has expanded to include other products. Number 13, Lip Bar.
Our messaging is empowerment.
Breaking into the beauty industry isn't an easy thing to do, but these two makeup artists were determined. Pitching their all-natural and extensively colored line of lipsticks, entrepreneurs Melissa Butler and Roscoe Spears managed to impress the Sharks with the quality of their product.
Where are you making these?
I actually make them by hand myself.
You make them by
Yes, so I didn't have...
At home?
Yes.
However, the duo's weak numbers and confused marketing strategy had the Sharks bowing out. Apparently, magazines like Cosmopolitan and Ebony thought otherwise, however, as the two have enjoyed coverage from both. and have launched their own mobile lip bar tour to further spread their brand.
It's tough to pitch a lipstick company to a group of 4 guys. It's almost impossible.
Number 12, Mealenders. Have you ever finished a meal and felt completely full, yet you still reached for an extra snack? Yeah, happens to the best of us. Mealenders gets it though.
Signaling lozenges that combine behavioral psychology and sensory science to help you beat overeating, master portion control, and curb snacking.
Their product comes in the form of lozenges intended to discourage overeating. After selling more than $1 million worth of product, founder Mark Bernstein went into the tank looking for additional investors to grow his business.
What's your sales in a year and a half?
$1.4 million.
Although they were intrigued at first, in the end, none of the sharks wanted in. However, as we've mentioned, exposure can sometimes be worth just as much as a deal, and his product made over $400,000 in just a few days after the episode aired. The lozenges are still
good for him.
Currently for sale on Amazon and on Mealenders' website.
I mean, I guess this is something that's already been made. Like, you have the vitamins and, like, you know, gummies that you can use to not want to eat as much or not have the cravings. But I always question if it's more psychological after you take it, you think that it's working, or if it actually works. I mean, I guess it obviously has some things that work, but it's interesting for sure.
Number 11, Hammer and Nails. The market for men's hygiene and personal care is ever increasingly on the rise. Unfortunately, for men interested in hand care and foot care, there aren't a lot of options that don't involve salons directly targeted to women. Michael Elliott wanted to change that with a line of salons dedicated to men.
In my shop, guys feel right at home with low lighting, in oversized leather chairs just
I love this.
Like this, wearing high-end headphones.
In the end, Elliott wasn't able to convince any of the sharks to go into business with him.
Kevin, the only thing that speaks the truth to a franchisee is cash flow.
No, listen.
That's what they want to know, cash flow.
But his appearance on the show gave him the $200,000 he was looking for from other investors. Elliott opted to franchise his brand, which allowed the business to expand beyond a few shops here and there. Hammer and nail salons for men are now available all across the United States.
I like it.
Number 10, Slawsa.
When was the last time you were at a grilling or tailgating event and someone actually complimented the host or hostess on their condiments?
Get a little coleslaw, a little salsa, throw in some mustard, and you've got the unique condiment called Slawsa.
Right now, I'd like for you all to taste Slawsa and how truly slawsome it is.
While Julie Boucher isn't the creator of the hamburger and hot dog topping, she is the owner of the company, after having purchased it in 2013.
For the garlic lovers like Robert, we have a garlic and a garlic spicy.
Thank you.
We have the original and the spicy as well.
She was thus the one to pitch the brand on season 5 of Shark Tank, subsequent to introducing the product to more than 4,000 stores across the U.S.
If we had not saved up, I wouldn't have taken a leap to become an entrepreneur.
Honestly, anything food I will buy, so I like it.
So that's my responsibility.
Her tenacity earned her admiration from the sharks, but unfortunately not their funds. Since her appearance on the show, Slawsa has expanded to the shelves of more than 7,000 stores. Number 9.
Good for her. I love that.
Number 9, Rocketbook.
What are you selling to Martians?
People love it. It's fun.
Making it to number 1 on Amazon is every developer's dream, and these two managed to do it without the sharks' help. Pitching their idea for a reusable digital notebook that was reset by putting it in the microwave, entrepreneurs Jake Epstein and Joe LeMay claim to have a
That's crazy.
revolutionary idea on their hands.
There's a lot of engineering that has gone into the construction of a microwave-safe notebook.
However, not only did the sharks not see an opportunity with the product, they laughed the duo off the show, right into the arms of success. Shortly after airing, Epstein and LeMay reported earnings of over $10 million, and the Rocketbook was Amazon's #1 best-selling notebook in November 2016.
Number 8, Coffee Meets Bagel.
Sharks, I know what you're thinking. It's another dating site.
These sisters said it themselves. It's yet another dating site. However, the idea behind the app, which allows users to meet potential dates through mutual friends on social media, was unique enough that it sparked a huge offer from shark Mark Cuban. $30 million for the entire company.
Let me ask you a question. If I offered you $30 million for the company, would you take it?
No.
The sisters?
What? That's crazy. I would take it right there and then. I'm good with $30 million, guys. I'm good.
Refused, preferring to keep the company for themselves. Though the offer itself fell through, seeing the interest from Cuban drew other investors to the app once the show aired. Enjoying massive amounts of marketing exposure and investor interest, the app continues to grow and make its mark in the world of online dating.
Well, you buy it. You buy the information.
Right?
Never heard of it, but $30 million? Wow.
The mystery. A lot of people want to know, how am I connected to this person?
Number 7, Cellhelmet.
Basically, the way it works is when you
I
purchase...
hate your business model so much, I have to punish you. I just don't know how.
It's a profitable venture.
Even billionaires drop their phones sometimes. To avoid the problem of smashed phone screens, David Artuso and Mike Kane came up with an idea for a tougher phone case, as well as a guaranteed repair or replacement if the phone broke while within it.
Are we magicians? Not at all. We just happen to be the only company on Earth who's bundling our protective accessories with a safety net of accidental damage coverage.
Unfortunately, the sharks weren't biting, predicting that bigger companies with larger budgets would pounce on the idea as soon as Cellhelmet became big. It didn't take long for the investors to scatter. But upon arriving home, the two founders immediately discovered that their inbox was filled with offers from other investors.
Cellhelmet has been available at over 3,000 wireless stores across the U.S.
It's time for you to get on the boat. And it's with heavy heart that I set it afire and float it out to the tank.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time.
Number 6, Xero Shoes.
Xero Shoes are a high-tech version of mankind's favorite footwear since 15,000 BC.
Even with the sharks' expert financial advice, sometimes you might be able to see your company's potential better than they ever could. After pitching an ultra-minimal sandal for either day-to-day or running use, Steven Sashin and Lena Phoenix predicted that their product was worth $5 million. Calling the sandals nothing more than, quote, rubber and a string, the sharks scattered. But the money soon started rolling in. In the week after the show aired, Xero Shoes managed to sell the same amount they usually sold in 3 months. The sandals might be simple, but they sell.
They've somehow captured the essence of an athlete.
Number 5, Proof Eyewear.
That's interesting. Never heard of them neither. I don't know if I would use them. Also, the string between the toes. Oh, sometimes that hurts. You know what I mean? When it's like, but I like the concept.
Entrepreneurs like us don't grow on trees, even though the majority of our products do.
Hindsight is always 20/20. When the 3 Dame brothers from Idaho pitched their idea for Proof Eyewear, one-of-a-kind glasses frames crafted from wood, the concept itself impressed the sharks. Though the brothers presented some impressive numbers for a fairly new company, only sharks Robert and Kevin offered deals, both of which the brothers refused.
We're about making this thing go, and we want to build it with a good partner that supports us and wants to see this thing be successful.
After the show, Proof used the wood trend to its advantage, almost tripling their sales shortly afterwards, and continuing to grow and build their brand. After all, what's more appealing than being eco-friendly and stylish?
Number 4, CoatChex.
It is time to turn an inconvenience into an opportunity.
In the words of founder Derek Paquet, this business turned, quote, an inconvenience into an opportunity. Pitching his high-tech coat checking system to the sharks with 0 sales under his belt,
what is it?
Was a risky move and resulted in the recent business school graduate walking away after rejections and a declined offer.
There's companies out there that are valuing this at over $1.5 million.
But they're not writing a check. They're not giving you any money.
Give them an answer, yes or no.
However, since appearing on the show, CoatChex has been hired by prestigious events like New York Fashion Week, the Super Bowl, and Life in Color. This inconvenience sure was an opportunity.
Even my bear ears fell off with that information. Sheesh. Good for him.
And one that this company was quick to seize.
Number 3, Chef Big Shake, aka CBS Foods.
Our flagship product is the original shrimp burger.
Here's a burger for everyone's taste nowadays. Turkey, beef, veggie, vegan, shrimp. Wait, what was that last one? When chef Sean Davis came into the tank and proposed his idea of shrimp burgers, the sharks were all about the taste, but not about the valuation of the company.
I don't think your whole company is worth $200,000 to $300,000 today.
Leaving with no offer on the table, but plenty of praise for the food itself, Davis went home to a hero's welcome and another investor who granted a better offer than what he had originally asked for.
With his burgers having been sold in over 2,000 grocery stores, Davis's appetite for business did not slow down.
I would love to have that because I'm pescatarian. I don't eat meat, but I eat fish. I need this in my life.
Well over $1 million in sales, projected to do about $5 million.
Get out.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Awesome,
30 grand to a brother.
Awesome feeling.
Seriously?
Awesome feeling. Yes, ma'am.
Number 2, Copa Di Vino.
Toast to all of you. Whoops.
Here's an entrepreneur so confident in his product that he not only managed to get onto the show twice, he also refused offers both times. Pitching his wine by the glass concept, James Martin butted heads with the Sharks during his 2 separate appearances on the show.
I'm here today to give you that elusive second bite of the apple.
Experiencing a flood of sales and exposure after both his first and second appearances, Martin grew the company to the point where he was making over $25 million in revenue. Kevin O'Leary has called Martin, quote, the one that got away. And we can imagine that nowadays, wine might taste a little less sweet to Mr. Wonderful.
When I last saw you, I said, you are a dead man walking and you were dead to me. Now, are you a ghost or are you real?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Ring, aka Doorbot.
So your voice comes out of it?
Your voice comes out of it. It's got a microphone and speaker, so it's two-way audio, one-way video.
The Sharks
No way this didn't get any offers.
aren't the only investors prowling the waters. Originally named Doorbot, this product kickstarted a new type of smart home security. It's a doorbell equipped with a camera that streams footage to your smartphone.
Think of it as caller ID for your front door.
After rejection from most of the Sharks and a declined offer, the product attracted other huge investors including Richard Branson, Goldman Sachs, and Qualcomm Ventures. Developer Jamie Siminoff has since rebranded the Doorbot into the Ring app and continues to expand and create new products for his line. Good thing he opened the door when opportunity came knocking.
Which makes this the perfect device to monitor your front door.
Do you agree with our picks?
I mean, ring doorbells. Like, what is it called?
Check out this.
These doorbells are like the biggest thing in America now, aren't there? I've seen videos of like just like footage from these devices.
Other recent clip from Watch Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
Very good, very interesting, guys. I don't know if it would be in me to be a business owner like this, but I love to watch like people pitch their ideas and grow and succeed. It's amazing. I love it. And especially when they get rejected and then they come back, or they make a comeback and they're like, I love it. Thank you guys for joining me for this video. I hope you liked it. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!